in Slayer and Plaza. Get a little bit of revenge of St. Louis. And here it is, game number 1 between these two teams. Suspector point of view.
Make sure you tweet the stream. Use the hashtag HaloWC. Obviously, this is a big, big matchup, guys. One team will be going home. Allegiance versus Splyce. As Tom mentioned, this has all the potential in the world to go to a game number 7. I am on the POV of Suspector. BR in hand. Doesn't know there's a cheeky croucher behind him there in the red maze. That is going to be, I believe, I'm looking across all the POVs of who it actually was. It was going to be Falcated. I think Sniper's also just been taken off the map by Commonly. 2 players. In fact, no. Oh, Falcated doesn't know there's a player behind him. Ground Pound comes down. Unfortunately, doesn't find its target whatsoever. Trippy does get taken out by Shooter. And Flag, it's already on the move. It's already across the map. 2 members of Splyce will be forced to track back. We see Spartan the Dog just trying to stay alive and keep that Flag dream alive there. 2 members. But look at the flank out of Boo Boo Doo Boo, Tom, from the elbow.
HWC is doing everything he can right now to help get this flag capture. So is Boo Boo Doo Boo. You can see these guys are desperately trying to get this touch. Falcated is going to be able to do it. Can he put the flag in? It's sitting on the post. All he has to do is get the touch. He can't do it. Has the flag been pulled again? It looks like no one's in position. That flag should be able to get returned. And it should be able to go in for Splyce, as Spartan had to go for a 1v1 over there. This flag is still alive, though. It still hasn't been put in. There it is. Finally, Splyce able to get that flag capture. That's going to be a great sign for them, getting the momentum in the series right off the get-go. A lot of that having to do with HWC with the rockets and then just staying alive. Again, Boo Boo Doo Boo, as you said, Sims, with the really nice flank. And now Shooter just staying alive in the cave, laying down some nice assault rifle shots. Spartan not able to get the trade in an instance where he probably could have if he wanted to. But instead, Shooter still just staying alive over here and just waiting for these guys to show on the side of Allegiance. Yeah,
just batters him down. Still alive over here. We're going to see Commonly out on that wing. Will get tagged up a little bit. Comes in. Got the Brute PR as well. Nice trade-off there to at least, you know, that's going to be, at least puts 1 out of the bag. So 2 more players can advance, and you can see it on the outlines there. I'm going to move across to Sparty's POV. Will find 1. Curse of the Caster. As soon as I go onto his POV, Boo Boo Doo Boo just smacks the hell out of him. Takes him down. Rockets are up. That's going to be HWC with them in hand. 1, 2, 3 members of Allegiance all the way out here on this Rocket side. Falcated, though, doing some work on all of them. Then all of a sudden, Shooter comes in just to clear house. I'm assuming those rockets are in the hands of Allegiance. So yes, they are. You can see it on the right-hand side. They're actually in the hands of Spartan the Dog. So I'm going to find his POV, see what he can do with these. 2 rockets left. Rocket goes down, eliminates HWC. Looking for a second player. There it is, in the form of Boo Boo Doo Boo. But unfortunately, a little bit overzealous with that rocket. Would like to have seen him been a tiny bit more patient. Doesn't get the kill. And now he's out here on the outskirts, crouching around, DMR in hand, just waiting for 1 player to advance forward.
Yeah, those rockets were really clutch from Spartan, but not able to get a flag capture. It did result in them getting some sort of map control, but they do end up losing their numbers, and now it looks like Splyce is able to get control over here. They do have this last player crouching, so if this guy can pick up a couple kills, that'll be pretty big. Looks like that's going to be Commonly, and Commonly also has the sniper rifle, so he's just going to elect to toss this one off, but it doesn't fall off the map, and HWC's going to be able to grab this, and this is not the guy that you want to give the sniper rifle to. You have a flying HWC coming right at you, and he still has 1 more shot. Not expecting him to even go for the reload, as he's going to be looking for some more blood. That's Commonly over there, crouching over towards the rocket side. And what's the signature play? The right move over here is to get into the cave, and that's exactly what HWC is going to be able to do. Finding easy pickings on the players on the Allegiance flag. Suspector gets a trade. Still have HWC locking down these spawns, choking that cave area with his sniper rifle. Oh. Nice headshot onto Commonly. That wasn't even a body. That was directly to the head, and he's going to fly out and look for some more. Give that man a hat trick, and he's going to even find a player on the elbow. No, he's going to miss that, but Shooter able to get that kill, and that's going to be the 2nd flag of the game going on over to the Splyce. They're up 2-0 over here. Both of the flag caps, what is the factor? HWC, the man that just hit the no-scope, the X factor with the rockets to start the 1st cap. The 2nd was with the sniper rifle. The guy is playing out of his mind. Heck, he's a kid, Sims.
Sweet Jesus. 6, 6, 6, and 5 kills for all of Allegiance. HWC's on 17. He is absolutely trashing Allegiance single-handedly here. The next person down from him is Falcated with 8 kills. He is single-handedly beating the living hell out of Allegiance. This is absolutely insane. And have a look at Sparty's POV, because he is trying to stay alive. Curse of the Caster once again. Post Spartan the dog. I just keep trying to give him some airtime, and he does drop down. I've moved across. In fact, I'll let you take the pick, Tom, because every time I go into someone's POV, I'm given the curse.
Yeah, I'm on board with Trippy over here, who he's going to drop to Boo Boo Doo Boo. And Suspector is on the elbow. He just came off spawn, and they're not in any good position over here because they don't have snipe control. So you can see Suspector is just doing whatever he can to stay alive and just try to split the map. But you have some really heads-up play coming out from Shooter. He did pop up a little bit early, predicted the pre-grenade over there from the players coming up towards the elbow. Fortunately for him, he's going to have some team support as well. Here comes the flagpole. Is this going to be the last one of the game? You can see Spartan, he's not in a really good spot. Shotzi's laying down some DMR shots. 3-on-3 situation over here. Look at the mechanics coming out from Shotzi. He picks up the killing spree, looking for some more blood. That flag is bottom center, so he's going to have to pick up these kills. This is huge if he can find that player in the trench. Instead, he's going to elect to help and gets the kill onto that guy. Leaves that one for his boy Shooter. Here comes the return from Falcated. That flag has already been grabbed and pulled. It should be put in from Boo Boo Doo Boo, and there it is. Game number 1 going on over to Splyce. Extremely, extremely clean game coming out from them.
I don't think the game actually went over to Splyce. I think the game went over to Shotzi, because when we bring up this kill feed and show you guys at home exactly what this man did, take a look at that. 23-7. Yeah. That is, without doubt, 16.6 KDA, 51% accuracy, 2.2k damage. He just completely ruffle stomped Allegiance there. That's actually insane.
8 power weapon kills. The rest of the game only had 5. So just really, really impressive gameplay coming out from the young gun Shotzi. And that's just a great start for these guys to get your most, I guess you can say, hyped player going, to get your newest addition to the squad going. And he's, you know, dropping bombs with the weapons. That's what this game is all about, is controlling the weapons. So if you just let him loose and rip, you can carry that momentum, not only just to win this. Heck, if Shotzi plays like that, you're seeing them putting up a really, really good fight against Team Cryptic, and that's what we needed to see from someone coming out from the losers bracket, is an individual just to completely shine. This is not over, don't get me wrong, but again, phenomenal, phenomenal game. 16.6 KDA, everybody on the side of Allegiance with the negative KDA. So again, once he got that rockets to start, first capture, boom. Gets the sniper rifle, just doesn't miss with it. Hits about 5 or 6 headshots. Gets the second flag capture. So now move into Slayer on the rig. Fortunately here for Allegiance, they're playing from blue side, so they should be able to get the sniper rifle. And that's not going to go to Shotzi to start the game. But they are going to probably get the camouflage on the red side. So we're going to see, you're going to have to shoot that camouflage down on the blue side. Contest the scatter shot. Try to get all 3 here. Control the weapons if you're Allegiance, because we all know what happened to Cryptic once they coughed up that huge lead. I think you said, Sims, 35 to like 3 or 4 run or something like that. Just phenomenal, phenomenal plays coming out from Cryptic. And there's no other way to put it. Allegiance completely coughed that one up.
Yep. Speaking of the red team, though, it has put me and you on the red team, so we'll switch on over to Observer. We can get this game started. But, you know, it's dangerous waters here for Team Allegiance, because, you know, if you give Shotzi necessarily the same weapons as he has before, give him the power weapons, let him run loose and rampant on the map, he is going to do damage to Allegiance. That kid is absolutely on fire. So let's see how he does rolling into game number 2. It's going to be the rig. Slayer, remember, tweet the stream, use the hashtag HaloWC. This, of course, is the last chance qualifier. There's only one more team across the world that can make it to California. This competition across the next 4 games will decide that 12th and final team and that 7th North American roster. Amazing games all night long. Tell everyone how this is going down. We don't actually know how it's going to all pan out. I just really hope you guys enjoy this night, because it is going to be fantastic. Some absolutely incredible, incredible Halo. It's put us on the POV of Suspector. Let's kick it off with him, Tom.
Yeah, Suspector, he ends up just grenading basement window, and instead of grenading the camo, who's predicting players to jump down there, and that's exactly what they did. So when I'm watching this Allegiance team, it seems like they know what the players from Splyce are going to do in the beginning. It's just not as well executed as they would like, and that's going to be a little bit of a lead starting here for Splyce. Wow, nice scatter shot play coming out from Shotzi. I mean, the guy dominated last game. He's got the scatter shot this game. Falcated has the sniper rifle. I feel like we got to switch on over to Shotzi.
Yep, we'll see what he can do. He's just creeping around, just watching back rail. I mean, I say we need to stick on board with him. We'll see what happens after the push. You can see we've got Trippy out on the pipes. We got Spartan just creeping down on the end of long haul. If a grenade banks off that side, he'll get hit markers and get some information as to exactly where he is. Still, Trippy is forced to push back. Look at Spartan the dog, though. He's not moving. He's just standing strong. Commonly's going to try and get some info, see where these players are. But they need to be careful of Falcated. Falcated is just watching half of the map. He's got completely the entire of that 50% lockdown outskirts. He's got his eyes on Engine 2. Anyone tries to go across Nest, anyone makes a push down on pipes, he can see anything. So as you said, Tom, Shots is the kind of guy that we need to be watching, because if the push is going to come in, it'll be from this side. Here comes Spartan the dog, tags him up, no shields, will just stay and hold his ground though, doesn't bail. He's not going to have a bit of a pussy play and just run away. I like the fact that he stood strong. He's waiting for any oncoming assault. This is going to be a slow game. This is going to be a stupidly passive game.
Oh, you think? Yeah, definitely this is going to be a slow game. I mean, you don't want to see this type of stuff happen, but it's the way that it should be played. Everyone's going to, it's not like, you know, League of Legends, guys. We don't have to wait for the next Baron to come up in about, 7-8 minutes. You can at least wait for the next camouflage. So that's about a 2-minute cycle over here. So camo comes up right around that 9:50 mark. That's when you're going to see all of this action over here. Falcated finding one with the sniper rifle. Shotzzy going to go back around, find that scatter shot. And what's going to be the play? How aggressive is he going to get? Finds one. Trippy. Was that the camo guy? I think it was. So probably around 46. 746 will be the next big action coming up here, but Shotzzy, he wants to press the action and the advantage that he has, and that's going to be the battle rifle. That's going to be a double kill. 3 dead here for Allegiance. Splyce in complete control.
The unfortunate thing is, Shooter, he's like in a very, very nasty position for Allegiance. They've all spawned over on back rail, but look at him. There he is. He was just camping and just waiting for anyone to come across. Fair enough, he does get cleaned up by a grenade. But Shotzzy's just allowed just to roam freely. Scattershot's still in the back pocket. Fair enough. Hands and knees going to be appearing off the radar, just waiting for anybody to come round white corner and get a face full of lead. Sniper rifles dropping in 2 seconds. They know this is... Oh. How is he...
I don't know. He just apparently goes and makes a human field goal in between both of those players, stays alive, both of the guys die around him, and he ends up full shield. So I have no idea how Shotzzy pulled that one off. Didn't even fire a shot there and comes out unharmed. Now the spawns are going to be all crazy. You're going to have players stuck on over in this carbine open field area, and that's going to be a kill coming in from Shotzzy, but Spartan also has the snipe, and then you're going to have players spawning over towards the nest side, as you can see. So it's going to be a little bit of a bunker setup. You have snipe and scatter shot in the hands of Spartan. Meanwhile, you have Falcated with the sniper as well. So we'll find out what's going to happen here as both the teams have a power weapon in their hands. But a nice little cushion here, 9-kill lead for Splyce.
Yep, both snipers are out in full force. We got Spartan, and he's also what I'm going to call the Shotzzy combo here. We got scatter shot and we got sniper rifle. Not much ammo. I say not much ammo. Fair enough. We've got a lot of ammo over in the sniper rifle, but not much, I don't believe, in the scatter shot. He's going to opt to drop down into basement. We've got one player on the outlines crouching in front of him. I'm taking a look across to see where other players are, see where the other sniper rifle is. Actually in the hands of Falcated, who's currently over in Engine 2, so look for an ongoing battle between Spartan and Falcated, see who can get that initial kill. Does throw a grenade down just to try and get some hit markers, get some information.
Camo was up, by the way. It looks like Shotzzy was the one to grab that, and I think he's in the basement window, so be on the lookout for that, as he did just clamber all the way up towards where the railgun spawns. So Spartan going to be a little bit on his back foot here. I'm curious, did you say he only had one more shot in the scatter shot? Because if so, he could have shot that a while ago. Gets that shot onto Boo Boo Doo Boo. Is this the push? Shotzzy coming in with the storm rifle. Boo Boo Doo Boo's going to find the kill as well. Shooter gets one. This is the last guy alive over here. Bottom tower, that's going to be Trippy. He's going to bail out. Did he bail out with any of the weapons?
Oh.
No, just an SMG. So serious plays coming out from Splyce.
The dog comes off the spawn, but unfortunately gets put down. That was not good, literally. The instant he spawned, he just got a face full of lead. Falcated once again, just hard scoping down. We'll see Trippy just poke his head out for a second. He's going to challenge this one, though. He knows he's got the upper hand with the aggression. BR in hand as well. Falcated's no shield. Somehow managing to stay alive. Will clamber up. He knows exactly where this player is. If he gets this kill...
Oh, that was
so
well
close.
played. Well played by Falcated, using the angles correctly. Suspector getting these guys back in it with the scatter, though. He's going to find a double kill. Who is going to step it up here on Allegiance? We haven't seen anyone make any phenomenal plays quite yet. Is it going to be Suspector over here? Going to have to drop that scatter shot, put it on spawn, and get it right back into the hands of Allegiance. 11
Take a
kill
look at
lead
the
here.
kill feed. I'm saying 3 and 3 for Boo Boo Doo 6. And only 1 death for Falcated. That is pretty insane. Shotzi once again man of the hour, 8 and 4 on the opposing side. 4 and 6 for Suspector, 3 and 8 coming out of Spat and the Dog. Not the best of scorelines for him. 3 and 6 down for Commonly as well. Whose POV should we go with, Tom? Who's got the weapons in the bag?
I'm still on Suspector right now because he did pick up that double kill and he has that empty scatter shot. So I want to see what he's going to be able to do. Commonly finds the sniper rifle. I want to see if Allegiance is going to be able to bring this one back. And again, who's going to be the individual to really bring it into their favor. Right now, they're just trading kills. They're going to need much more than that. Someone's going to have to go on a nice little killing spree here, but it's not going to happen unless they're able to get the weapon. Suspector finally picks it up, and Boo Boo Doo is going to shut him down. So I'm switching on over to Trippy with the SMG, and he's got a flank over towards the Whitehall. This could turn into something if he's able to collapse quick enough. Finds Shotzi, gets the beat down on him, stays alive, heads up play. Is he going to be able to get out of that situation, though? He does. Nice play by Trippy, and has the player down below him if he wants the kill. That's going to be a pretty free kill. There it is, down in the trenches. Shooter's going to drop, but that's not very good for Allegiance. 3 players are going to drop. Falcated gets the sniper right back. This guy has been going off this game as we take a look at the kills and the deaths. 7 and 2. Meanwhile, Shotzi 11 and 6.
Insane scenes from the Young Guns. I'm indeed on the POV of Falcated. He grabbed that sniper rifle, took it out of the hands of Allegiance, and just rotated back out here on rail. That's all they need to do. Fair enough, I know it's a slow game, but they've got all the time in the world. And they've got such a massive buffer, 32 to 19. 4:20 on the clock. And it's just wait your turn. It's just stay in line. Who wants to challenge it? Bring it on, my friends. Allegiance, they are not looking strong on this Rig Slayer. They're in a lot of trouble. I mean, what do you do, Tom? How do you come back from such a huge deficit when the opposing force not only has the setup, but has the power weapons to control it also?
You play against Allegiance. That's what you do if you want to come back from this amount of kills. But unfortunately, Allegiance, they're not playing against Allegiance right now. They're playing against Splyce, and Rig Slayer just has not been their thing today. Falcated and Shotzi just putting the hurting on them. But the thing is, if Allegiance wants to come back, they're going to have to get the weapons in their hands. That's the first start. Got to get that scatter shot out of Shotzi's hand. Got to get that sniper rifle out of Falcated's hand. That's going to be the first start here, but no one's even laying down shots onto Falcated. Fortunately for them, he's going to whiff a couple of shots over here, and he's running a little bit low on ammo. Did they forget about the camo? I'm not sure. Looked like Suspector may be up to something down there.
Oh, goes around the corner. Falcated tags one. Does get taken out by the camo guy, and I believe that was the storm rifle as well. So scatter and sniper in the hands of Trippy. Trippy just wandering around. We'll check up position on tower 2. He's only got 2 bullets in the chamber of the sniper rifle, so he needs to make sure that he makes each one count. Take his time. Scopes in. Shooter will lose his brain. Looking straight down the barrel. Unfortunately misses that second one. As we do see, I believe it was Falcated who just managed to get away with his life there. And look at that rotation time. You can just see them all thrust sliding away. They've all just run away. They know exactly where the weapons are. They know exactly where Allegiance are. And they've just completely bottomed out and says, nope, we're out of here, boys. See you later. But that's not going to do too much when you are still down by 11 kills.
Yeah, they can't turtle too much here. They could play the clock. That's great. That's going to be a pretty big kill for Shooter. But 2:30 on the clock, they can just pretty much slow this one down and just try to camp it out because of the fact that it was so slow to start. Trippy, he's even going to lose the scatter shot. So that's pretty much curtains on this game unless these guys just continuously charge and die over and over again without getting any trades. But Shooter, he's flying in with the SMG, finds one another player on the back Raptors. Shotzi's going to get that kill onto Spartan. This player should be dropping any second here. So perfect coordination. Amazing push coming out from Splyce. They drop all 4 members of Allegiance on the verge of staking these guys. So just, you know, again, amazing gameplay coming out from another team who's capitalizing on their play styles. We haven't seen Allegiance even get their footing in this series. We don't even know what they play like here, Sims, if you're just watching today.
Falcated will at least hand over to Suspector. A nice scatter shot, plenty of bullets in the chambers. So he could try and make something happen, but You know what, for Splyce, they only need 3 kills. I expect them all to just push, slay, because it doesn't look like they can lose this one. 2 more kills will seal the deal. Move across to Boo Boo Doo out here on outskirts. 1 more kill, 49 to 33. And there it is, HWC, who finished off Trippy, 50 to 34. Game number 2 going in the hands of Splyce. And once again, guess who's top of the board, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, HWC, the way that he was playing, it just is unstoppable when he's flying at you and hitting his shots. And you got to try to come back at that with even more aggression, or just wait and try to bait that out and try to maintain control. But they're not getting the weapons in their hands, as we can probably scroll through the power weapon kills and see. Let's see how one-sided it was. 7 power weapon kills coming out from, it's not too one-sided, but either way, still just complete map control for a majority of that game was Splyce. So Allegiance, what are you going to have to do here? I want to see what the game types are again, because of the fact that this is a best of 7. If I would say this was best of 5, I'd stick a fork in them, but they do have a chance to come back. We did see Evil Geniuses down 2-0, win game number 3, kind of make that one a series. We've even seen Allegiance come back and almost beat Team Cryptic after being down 3-0, and they were up about 15 kills in that Rig Slayer game and then ended up choking that one away. So game number 3, this one is going to be Empire on Strongholds, I believe, and very similar situation as we did see in that previous series, like we said with Evil Geniuses there, Sims.
Yep, indeed. It's going to be a bit of a messy one. There was lots of back and forth for Evil Geniuses. But we'll see how the kills go. If HWC keeps on fire as much as he is doing, Allegiance, they're going to have a tough time to even put anything on the board. They're just going to keep them in the death screen and slay. However, they have the advantage that it can be a bit messy, and it can be a little bit unorthodox. You can just push hard with the ARs and just get the counter caps on the outside bases and then move on inwards. So we'll see how this one plays out. We'll see who the observer mode gives us. Once again, it's going to be Suspected. Do you want to stick with Suspected, Tom, or go with someone else?
Yeah, why not? Let's kick it off with Suspector, Sims.
Suspector's POV then. Grenade goes down. 1 player challenges. That's Boo Boo Doo Boo. First strike will drop. And it's going to be the first kill going in the hands of Allegiance. Commonly, we'll go and grab that fresh camo. Looking down the barrel now, we'll see Falcated jumping back. 1 player will chase him round. No one's got the pit at the moment. They're going for the kills, which is the best way to play it, obviously. Now they'll collapse in on pit, but they don't have a hold of blue base. So someone from Allegiance needs to track back and tag that one up. It's actually going to be Commonly who's forced to go in. He will take out Shooter, because Shooter was rotating behind them all and trying to be a sneaky beaver. Doesn't work out for him. 2 plots are going to go in the hands of Allegiance, and now they're going to start stacking some points.
Yeah, this is good. Finally, you get Allegiance getting a little bit of momentum here. And Suspector is just locking down the sneaky with the camouflage area. And this is what you do. You set up, you just bait the pit, wait for these guys to start testing the stronghold. However, they've given up the numbers. That's going to be 3 dead. Now, Commonly's the last guy alive. Spartan's going to have to help him immediately off the spawn. That was a pretty big job by Commonly, at least getting 1 kill and contesting the pit the entire time. So that's going to stop the push coming out here for Splyce. But look at those perfect shots coming out from Shooter. So Boo Boo Doo is going to drop in on the pit. Commonly still sitting in the same exact spot as he was when he was the last guy alive. That's a very easy take back. Look at that, only 14 points in from the score for Allegiance.
Oh, Trippy punishes Boo Boo Doo Boo though for the challenge. Grenade goes down from Spartan the dog. Spartan the dog's tagged up as well with the green gun on his POV at the moment. We'll blow up the barrels. Unfortunately, we don't see the same incident that happened with Roy earlier on. Silence they are in hand. We'll rotate behind at least, but unfortunately, Boo Boo Doo Boo's there for the drop. Great challenge, but Boo Boo Doo Boo will win that fight with the height advantage. Trippy also perfect in the kill feed. Commonly, these DMRs doing some work on this map. Let's have a look at Trippy's POV as he's fighting too. We'll get his shields back up here in the sneaky. Again, he can just kind of pin them back here. There's one, doesn't get the kill. Looking for one of his teammates to help him out, just trying to avoid these grenades. But 1 player comes behind. That player hasn't actually noticed it. I believe that's going to be Falcated. So somehow manages to stay alive. They haven't noticed though. I'm not entirely sure which player that was. Running on the outside, went round the pillar. That's going to be, of course, HWC. Who else would it be with that stupid map movement? Frosty Jr. into 1, 2, 3 members of Splyce. They are down. Still, points ticking away. They're getting a very decent buff here. And Trippy, he's just waiting for the he's just waiting for them to come along and fall into his line of sight. Tag them all up. 1 player's there. He's got some help from his teammate as well. That's a great play from him. Stand your ground and just wait for them to come off the spawn.
Yeah, that's the right way to play Empire Strongholds here. A lot of times you see players get a little bit too aggressive, start flying in on strongholds that they don't necessarily need to capture. And he's just playing what's being given to him. So here it is though, Shooter pushing in bottom tower, looking for some more kills. He's gonna find Spartan and Trippy, looking for the triple kill onto Shooter. He's gonna find it with the assault rifle. Are you kidding me? Fantastic plays, looking for the overkill. Spartan, he's gonna drop. Falcated finds the double kill. Here's a potential triple cap coming in if he could win this one-on-one against the Spectre. However, Shooter realizes that he's going to fight a 2-on-1, backs off, and even is aware of the spawn. So very, very heads-up play coming out from Shooter. All he has to do is check his radar, get this kill, and he'll be set. There it is, commonly coming in, charging. Boo Boo Doobu's going to find the kill. That's going to be 3 dead. Here is the potential trip cap if they want it. Needs to win this 1v1 against Spartan, and he does. But no, the trip cap doesn't come in because he gets traded on. So just going to set up over here, and now they find the same position that Allegiance was in earlier, Sims. Let's see if they're able to capitalize, because look at how many points Allegiance was able to accumulate. 46. That's a pretty decent amount and a fairly good cushion here.
Yep, it's given a very, very good cushion, as you mentioned, indeed. Trippy will fight a one-on-one. I'll go on board with Shotzi, DMR in hand, come straight off the spawn on the platform. Looking up on the old BR bridge there, we got Suspector, though. They know they get the call. The OS is alive. That's going to be Suspector who wins that one. Spartan takes 3 players. They take him down. 1 player, though, sneaking and flanking around. Trippy in the kill feed. Explodes Boo Boo Doobu with the barrels. Green gun gets picked up, spins around.
Wow.
If he gets that, that's an insane play. He went down, but that is insane. And the assist comes in. Boo Boo Doobu collects with the double. That is absolutely incredible. Slides past the overshield guy, picks up the green gun, tags him up, and his teammate takes him down. Mental play there to eliminate the OS player off the map.
Yeah, I had to pull the stream up and just watch that one from my phone, because that was an extremely heads-up play coming out from Shotzi. It doesn't look like much, but that pretty much secured them the pit and continued to allow them to have control of the map as they rack up even some more points and almost tie this game up here. But you do finally have Allegiance finding a couple of slays here. That's going to be pretty good for them, because now they can push in on the pit area. Are they going to be able to get it? You can see Suspector, he has 2 players in front of him. Nice grenade off the wall. Is it going to be enough? No. Shooter comes in with the reset, commonly flying in as well, and you do have a trade inside bases.
Spartan, though, standing his ground. 1 player's going to... In fact, it isn't. Boo Boo Doobu opts to run the tower route, so they're going to lose out on the pit. Spartan just wandering around outside, silenced AR in hand, crouching around, waiting for anybody to take a challenge on that pit from over here on fan side. Falcated will jump down, but sneaky, beatdown comes in. They will trade off with Shotzi outside. Shooter takes down commonly. Boo Boo Doobu also eliminated by Trippy. They trade off. Let's have a look at Shooter's POV down here in the pit. 1 player above him. AR comes in hot and fast, but the grenade, it finds its marker, banks off the floor. That was awesome stuff. 2 members of Allegiance drop, and the 2 plot, well, it's going to go in the hands of Splyce here, Tom, as Allegiance, they're just on the back foot of the spawn here. They can just kind of keep them pinned in there. Commonly, you can see on the player outlines, he's the game changer here. The OS has just dropped. This is going to be a big, important one, though. Let's see who gets a hold of it. It's going to be Shooter standing his ground. He goes down as well. Commonly comes in all the way from Tower 2 to push 1 player off of the OS. That allows his teammates, Suspector, to collect. So a big play from Commonly. Lovely rotation to at least help out and grab his team. Fair enough, he didn't grab it, but he allowed one of his teammates to grab the OS. Now they can make an advancement. Unfortunately, Shotzi grenades himself, so not very well placed, but I'm on the POV of Commonly, Tom. What about you?
I'm on Suspector, who has the overshield, and they elected to push on the side base instead of going for the pit. Interesting turn of events as they are able to capture the pit too. So now they're going to be triple capping temporarily. Here comes a stick from Suspector off the wall. And this is what Allegiance needed. What a perfect time to get that triple cap. They can hold this one almost for the end of the game here. Once they give up one of the side bases, it's only going to be about 2 more pushes here for the side of Splyce, and they could almost bring this series back here and make something out of it. Here it is, side base being captured by Splyce. Now they're going to push out. Where is the push going to be, though? Are they going to go towards tower or make their way outside? Most teams would go outside. It's going to be 1 tower, 3 outside. Look at this perfect push coming in. Now Suspector is the last guy alive. All 4 dead for Allegiance out of nowhere. We said, Sims, only 1 or 2 more pushes. That was 1, and they got it.
Just, you know, Shooter was just so close to grabbing himself a triple kill. Ryan played it perfectly, sat back, defended his base. Now he's actually managing to keep 2 make that. It's like one player that's going to be suspected knows where Shooter is, so the grenade's going to come in, will at least challenge it. Commonly and Suspector, they grab a kill. Suspector grabs Shotzi as well, so 3 members down here for Splyce. It's a good time for Allegiance. Let's make that 4. They're going to quickly grab that pit. And I mean, what's the play here, Tom? You're almost about to win. Would you push the triple or just keep defense?
I would keep defense, but Chauncey got a little bit too aggressive right there, and he charged into the base, and everybody gave up numbers. Shooter got the pick. They had everything they needed just to keep those guys stuck there, or at least slow play it and get the numbers. It was 4-on-3. They have the pit in the side base, and they completely coughed it up. That's going to be game going on over to Allegiance, as someone did just contest that one, and no one in the vicinity of the pit. There it is. We got a series on our hands. 2-1 still in favor of Splyce, but Allegiance starting to claw back.
Yep, awesome work. And I think if we've got an actual slow motion replay of that Shotzi play, that was absolutely incredible. I know we keep going on about it a little bit, but to just... when you're thinking like that, you're going to die. Literally thrust slide, past the OS guy, pick up the green gun on the floor, spin around on a pinhead, and tag him up. What a massive play. Unfortunately, they do drop in game number 3. 12 and 15 for Spartan the Dog up on the top there. Let's have a look at the strongholds captured. They're doing most work. 6 for him. 4 secures also. 5 and 4 below him for Commonly. On the opposing side, 5 and 2 coming out of Falcated. Everyone generally, no, in fact, everybody went positive over on Team Allegiance. Spectre as well with a nice triple kill from him. Just great work all around. 18 and 15 coming out of Trippy. We've got a game, as you mentioned, Tom.
Yeah,
incredible work.
Yeah, we sure do. We got a series on our hands now, and now we move into game number 4. 2-1 in favor of Splyce, but Splyce, they had it towards the end. I mean, Allegiance, they had the lead, but Splyce was able to get that awesome push, get all 4 dead. They captured the pit. They had the side base. Shooter had the numbers, and they just couldn't put it away. They could have been up in this series 3-0, and what a dominating position that would have been. But instead, like you said, we have a series now moving into game number 4 here. It's going to be CTF on Fathom. What are you looking out for here, Sims, in this game?
I mean, another man is Shotzi, who does just amazing. It's hashtag just frosty things, like his map movement. He's very, very well known for it, and obviously we see you can do wonderful things up top mid, especially if you manage to grab the railgun like Contra did earlier on and take it up to top middle and just rain hellfire down upon your enemy. You've got the camo spawning up there as well. So, I mean, you control top mid, you control the game, right? You look at, if you ever looked at Halo heat maps, on this map in particular, most of the kills and most of the angles, they come from top mid over to window. Like, you can just absolutely drill people. It's such a power play position. So that's the main area I'm looking for, and the key area for people to lock down and manhandle, so to speak, and just be able to rain down bullets on your enemy. We'll see how this goes. Suspector's POV is going to be stacked. Do you want to try somebody else this time, Tom?
Yeah, I switched on over to Spartan. He went over towards the pit. It's going to be a double pit push coming in. It's going to be a double silo push coming in from Splyce. So let's see who's going to get the better of that trade. Someone from Splyce did just pick up the railgun. We'll find out who that was. That was Falcated. So I'm going to find where he is on the map. And he's over towards his BR area, assuming that he's going to try to get over towards top center any time now. I'm expecting the clamor from the treehouse into the window. But he's just waiting around for information, trying to find where these guys are. Maybe he's scared to push into his own treehouse. I'm not quite sure, but for me, I would be getting top center ASAP. He did have a player in his own treehouse, so yeah, he's a little bit caught out of position here. Should definitely be trying to get height advantage and make some moves. Instead, he's turtling back in his base.
I'm hearing a railgun in effect. I'm guessing that's going to be in the hands of an enemy, and it is indeed. You can see in the little box on the left-hand side, it's Falcated. He does get taken down, though. Another player also, so that's 2 down now here for Splyce. Here comes the push in from Allegiance. They're all spawning in the gem because there's no one there to stop it. Down goes another player as well. 3 members living for Splyce. Only 1 more alive for Allegiance. That's going to be Suspector over here, anchoring on his own, just waiting for his teammates to come and rally the call. Will stay alive. Going to get his shields back. And now he's allowed to just come back to this, to this silo area, look down, lock it down. And in the meantime, while this is going on, you can see on the player outlines, we've got Spartan the Dog. He's up top mid. He's locking this one down. While here on screen, I mean, I want to question this one a bit. Fair enough. We've got Boo Boo Doober on the defensive side, railgun in hand. Is this the best place you really want your railgun guy, Tom?
Well, you just want to get kills with it. At least you can set up for this next one that's coming up in 10 seconds, and they didn't give it to the enemy team, so that's, you know, always a good sign when you can burn the camo or at least get the weapons out of their hands. But look at Boo with the awesome thrust up towards top center, and then also lays down the shots towards these guys in the window. Looks like Shotzi's made his way into the base. Can they keep him alive in front? Look at how much damage he's doing and staying alive at the same time. Finds the kill onto Spartan commonly, finally with the grenade. Where the heck are the other members? Where are Shooter and Falcated? Boo gets the killing spree. I'm assuming these guys have the railgun and are starting to get the camo or something on the map. No, commonly has the railgun, so I'm wondering what's going on because Boo and Shotzi working really well together in front of the base.
Falcated does have the camo, though. You said we were looking for at least one of these power-ups to go in the hands of Splyce. Throwing grenades top mid. They're going to tag up Trippy as well. Commonly, though, let's have a look at his POV because he's just bagged another kill in the kill feed. Railgun in hand. Does know Falcated's around that corner. Opts to come back. Scopes in through the gap. One player goes down. Tags up another. Suspector cleans out Boo Boo Doo. I was looking for him to finish off that second one, which will be Shotzi, but he does get taken down. Shooter comes in to clear house. 1, 2, 3 members of Team Allegiance commonly last alive. He's going to be the savior that they need. Is forced to go back. I have no idea how this man is still alive. Oh, I was hoping he was going to run top mid. Instead, he opted to run towards his teammate, in which case that actually ended up in his demise. And now it's Shooter who's going to take control of top mid. Light rifle in hand. And this weapon, we know on this map in particular, it's nasty. You scope him with that thing, you tag him up 3 times in the face, and they are going down. So Shooter just playing patiently. 2 players on the radar, and look at that. He's just waiting. Gives him the beat down as well. Sneaky, sneaky boy. Comes down for the second one. Doesn't manage to get it, but nice plays from him. 3 members you can see on the right-hand side of Allegiance are going to be coming off the spawn. Commonly still in death screen. Oh, I'll let you pick the POV, Tom, because it's just a little bit, I don't know. What do you think about this game so far?
I mean, I've been watching Falcated. The whole time you've been talking, he has been staying alive and just crouching around the map, and he's just playing so patient, but I'm worried that he's playing a little bit too patient. As soon as he's able to get this railgun, I want to see him immediately try to get top center and try to focus on this camouflage, and that's what he's doing. He needs to check his right side because there's people flying in over from the blue treehouse, and he is aware of this now. He has to hit his shots, sees a couple grenades flying in, and he loses it while the camo was up too. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it, Sims.
Yep, indeed, which he does. So I'm looking to see who picks up that railgun. It's actually going to be Suspector. Boo Boo Doo Boo's top mid with camo. He just picked it up and stuck it in his back pocket. He opts to run away. Obviously, Suspector shooting the floor to hopefully get some, at least information and get some hit markers. I'll take some damage to see his teammate clean up. I think that player may have been eliminated now. Suspector is forced to drop into pit. Looking over at Silo, though. Sees the grenade fly by as well. Will get the call out that he is weak, so takes out his magnum. No point in wasting a bullet if you don't need to. Needs to be careful at top mid. Uses the Spartan charge to get out of the way. Great usage of that ability there. As 2 players, they do cross over onto the opposing side and push aggressively on Treehouse. You can see outside on the radar, we do have several members of Splyce inside the base. Another player comes around. That's a double commonly. Giving him the business. Triples there as well. See you later, my friend. Does he want the over? Yes, he does. Overkill here for Suspector. Wipes out Allegiance's push. Excuse me, Splyce's push. Amazing work from him. And now they can aggressively answer back.
Yeah, really nice play from Suspector, but it hasn't resulted in any type of objective aggression quite yet because all of the objective aggression was coming out from Splyce. So we'll see if it's going to result in anything quite yet. Commonly flying in, as his name says, not going to be able to find any type of top center pressure quite yet. It's all Splyce in terms of the map control. You do have everything coming up, railgun and camo. Whoever is going to be able to grab that should be in prime position to do what Suspector pretty much did. Won't guarantee an overkill, but Shotzi is the guy with it. Can he find any more? No, Trippy shuts it down. Nice grenade shot.
Okay, they're going one-on-one with Trippy. Trippy still staying alive, crouching behind that platform. And then all of a sudden we have Spartan, the dog, top mid in BR in hand, just raining down bullets. Grenade goes in, more than likely get hit markers. No, he will not. So Shotzi opts to thrust to the right-hand side. He'll get out of the way. Shooter by name, Shooter by nature. Perfect. 1, 2, hot 3. What are you seeing, Tom?
I was looking at Trippy because Trippy had the camouflage. It looks like he tried to grab it and dropped one of his weapons by accident and didn't pick it up, and then it eventually resulted in his death. As the flag has been tossed out, doesn't look like Splyce is going to be able to get anybody in position for the grab here. That's going to be a return going on over to Allegiance, and it's just been back and forth over and over. Nobody really getting complete control quite yet, and you've seen a couple big missed opportunities coming out from these players. A couple routes being taken that could be a little bit more straightforward towards the flag. And that's why, you know, when I think about the team that's sitting in the grand finals right now, would you ever see a Ryan game 4 minutes left that's 0-0, Sims? I don't think it's ever happened.
No, because he's just the guy that's just going to, if he doesn't pull it himself, he's going to make somebody else pull it, because we know Ryan's communication and Ryan's objective efficiency. He'll be pushing the team harder. Commonly, though, is on the back foot. They're getting forced out while a sneaky pull comes out of, oh, I'm going to say out of Spartan, but that is quickly ended from top mid. Who's that sitting top mid happily? That is going to be Shooter once again. But Trippy will give him the business with that light rifle, as Falcated also gives Commonly the nice hot 4. Little battle going on bottom mid. Grenade goes in thick and fast. Shotzi is the one who wins it out. And once again, he's going to grab himself a free railgun time and time again. He also takes out Trippy. The amount of times that he gets power weapons, it's incredible. It's insane. The man just controls them, times them perfectly, puts himself in the best position every single time. And, you know, fair enough, if you're not getting kills with them, I'd rather be in my hands than the enemy team.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you have a couple players top center here for Splyce. They've had control here for the last minute or two, but again, nothing resulting in any type of objective. Now, let's see what Trippy's going to be able to do, because he has the railgun and has some pretty decent ammo. He's got 3 shots left in it, so could be able to result in some sort of flag pull here. Slow playing it. That player didn't appear on the radar quite yet. There it is. Shotzi, he's going to drop. Now Trippy's going to push in. How far does he want to push? Gets the double kill. Where is the other players, though? Finds Shooter on the elbow. Uses the grenade and the railgun to try to hold Shooter back. But is he going to be able to get the flag past the 50-yard line? Yes, he is. Clambers up. Gets over towards top center as well. And there's a player crouching, waiting for him. If he can hit this, that'll be huge. He does. Trippy going big for his team. That should be a cap here for Allegiance.
Oh my god, how did he get that kill? That was absolutely crazy. Flags are out. Flags are back at base. He's going to drop that off. Parcel delivery force. There you go. FedEx at its finest. 1 point on the board for Allegiance. And there's only 2:30 remaining. So if this game stays as passive as it has been, they're going to be sitting firm. And they're going to be taking game number 3. They're looking really good here, Tom.
What an amazing play from Trippy, honestly. Just not single-handedly getting that cap, but just putting in so much work to open up the map for the rest of Allegiance. And here comes a little bit of a push coming out from Splyce. Doesn't look like it's going to pay off much, because it looks like Shooter is going to drop. Voodoo going to fall to the same fate as well. So Spectre with the assault rifle. Good thing is here, still 2 minutes left for Splyce. Plenty of time to get back into it, but Allegiance starting to finally get some momentum as another flag has been pulled. Who's in position to run this one? It looks like Trippy again has this one all the way back to his base for the second flag cap. 2 times Trippy has completely dominated in order to get his team ahead with 1 minute and 40 seconds left now. That's going to be very, very difficult for Splyce to bring this back.
Yep, that feels like nailing the coffin here for Splyce. 1:30 remaining. A lot of work to do. Grenades going in. I'm on Boo Boo Doobu's POV at the moment, who's just fighting an ongoing battle with Commonly. Commonly been a nuisance over in Generator while in the kill feed. I'm just seeing members of Splyce trade back and forth. He's got some help from Falcated. Boo Boo Doobu will get a pull. All of a sudden, we just see Suspector. Ooh, that looked like a very cheeky thrust around the back. Takes down Falcated, and yeah, 1 minute remaining, so I think that's... Oh, saying that, flag's in the move again. That could be 3-0.
It's Trippy. What do you know? Running another flag, flanking around. Finally, somebody getting the message that is being delivered over here. Run the flag, and they did. Fantastic, fantastic stuff coming out from Allegiance, tying this series up 2-2 now. I believe Suspector was the man with the overkill. There it is, getting that pretty metal. 4 stars there, getting that killing spree as well. Heck, if you get the overkill, you're only 1 away. Nice job coming out again. Allegiance tying that series up. Let's see if anyone was kind of struggling on the other side. Falcade 11 and 17, 13 and 16 coming out from Boo Boo Doo. Again, Falcade with the really slow plays to start that game with the railgun. Again, could have been a little bit more aggressive getting up towards top center, but all in all, it was Trippy who really opened up that map for Allegiance.
Yeah, that kill with the railgun where he just thrusted and kind of hovered forward with the stabilize. Got the kill with the railgun when he was last shot. As you mentioned, Tom, it really just opened up the map for them. They were allowed to pull that flag. He came in, saved the day. But man of the hour, suspects are 26 and 17, 12 assists. How much damage is that? That's a 3.3k damage. That really is incredible,
think
incredible
about
work.
3,000 of that damage was with the assault rifle too, which was his tool of destruction. So I don't know what he's doing or what he's eating, but let's take a look at that overkill, which was with the railgun. So pretty impressive stuff coming out from Suspector. There's the triple looking for the fourth. Easy beat down onto Boo Boo Doo Boo. Could have even went for more, but nice guy, you know, goes for the objective instead. I would have been looking for the clip. I don't know.
Oh, why wouldn't you? You know, you don't want to be the evil one. Just carry it on and make them pay even further. But we're rolling on to, I believe I said it was game 3, and that one it's not. It was game 4. We're moving into game number 5, all drawn up to a piece. Now we're coming down to the wire, Tom. Now things are getting a little bit fiery. Team Slayer on Truth. Give me your thoughts, brother. How do you think this one's going to play out?
Well, now it's a best of 3, and 2 of those games are Slayers. So whoever's the better Team Slayer team definitely going to be able to win this one. This would be a huge momentum swing for whoever gets it. But I don't know. It's going to be tough to say because we saw, you know, Shotzi start off this series amazingly hot, carried that over into game 2. He's kind of been put to bed a little bit here in game number 3 and game number 4. Saw a little bit of mistakes coming out from the side of Splyce for the first time. You saw some really aggressive play coming out from Allegiance, them finally showing what their play style is like. So this one's just a complete toss-up. I'm going to still stick with my original statement and say that Splyce is going to win this series 4-3. I don't know which games those are going to be, but either way, we definitely have a series on our hands. I mean, we thought after it was down 2-0 that, you know, and we even saw in game number 3, it didn't start off the best for Allegiance. They could have been done for, but they really started to fight back, show what they're made of. They did that earlier against Team Cryptic when they were down 3-0, and now those are your final games. Strongholds Rig, Plaza Slayer if it goes to game number 7, which I'm sure it will.
This is absolutely insane. This is a fantastic series. And just a fantastic evening to be casting. Don't get me wrong, it's 2 a.m. in the morning over here. My wife's going to be hating me, but I tell you what, it is absolutely well worth it. And kind of touching on what you said earlier, Tom, about, you know, we are essentially into a best of 3 with 2 of these being Slayers. I mean, so far it's kind of been, I want to say, the Shotzi show. However, Suspector really did have his game then. 26 kills with the over also. So we'll see how this one plays out. We'll see if one player does go off. I mean, I've always said this, it's not often that one player will carry your team to victory in Halo 5. It's generally a full-on team game and everyone plays the part. However, you know, Suspector in the previous one, the first game, we saw Shotzi with, I think it was 18, 19 kills. When one player does go off like that, they really can single-handedly carry the game. Don't really know if that's going to happen on Truth. It doesn't feel like that kind of map where you can just open up on your own. It's a very cross-map scenario. You know, time and time again, you'll be fighting one person, the bullet will just come from another angle and take you down. So I don't look to see one person going absolutely huge here, and it will be a team game. Personally, for me, this is Splyce's map. I feel they'll have a lot more kind of teamwork and close-knit teamwork, being able to work together and get those shots across the map. Don't know about yourself, but I'm taking Splyce for this one.
All right, well, we'll get this one underway soon. I know the players are sweating probably as much as I am up here. If we can, you know, just let's get a little bit of this. There you guys go. How's that taste over there? Hope you guys enjoy that. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I just want to get this one underway. Honestly, I'm tired of waiting around. I want to see some damn Halo games and see who's gonna win this series because this has been some really intense gameplay, and I want to see more aggression coming out from the side of Splyce. They have been turtling just a little bit too much for my liking, especially when they are just some really aggressive players. So here we go. We're starting it finally, and I feel some air conditioning coming in. Oh, hallelujah.
I'm gonna open a window as well. I'm definitely gonna pop a window. It's getting a bit warm in here, and as you mentioned, it's going to be not just us getting sweaty, it's going to be the players as well, because there is their World Championship life on the line. Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Slayer on Truth will be that game type. Make sure you tweet the stream, use the hashtag HaloWC. Splyce versus Allegiance, 2 incredible teams, all drawn up 2 maps apiece. This is coming down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. One team will not be making it to Worlds. One team will be going home and eliminated after this best of 7. Tom, whose POV are you kicking things off with, brother?
I'm going to go with, let's go a little bit of Trippy. The guy was going off at the end of last game. Didn't single-handedly carry it, but again, some amazing plays. So here we go. Trippy, bottom center with the Storm Rifle. What a weird play, just going bottom center to start the game. And lays down shots on the camo guys. So I like that play from Trippy, but he's going to end up dropping, and now Splyce is going to be able to get control.
Yep, he does get taken out. I'm just taking a look at some of the Splyce members' POVs. I'm over here with Boo Boo Doo Boo. He's just tracking back to his base, making sure no one's in the car bubble, which is going to be Trippy coming off of that car bubble spawn. And the perfect kill as well. Jesse with the hot 5 takes out Trippy. And now he finds Spartan turtling back in the bubble, goes one-on-one with the carbine, takes him out as well. And at the moment, I'm just liking this rotation, back and forth, back and forth. Here comes the spawn. They're all running out a little bit overzealous there because they've got one, you know, they need to remember, you've got Shotzi over here in the bubble as well, giving Boo Boo Doo Boo the extra hand that he needs. One player does go down, so Spectre's forced to go outside to the P side, and Shooter's there to call and collect quite happily. When you see Spartan the dog on the player outlines, up in that window, 2 players will force Boo Boo Doo Boo back. And now all of a sudden, Shotzi, he's taken out, so they can at least force Boo Boo Doo Boo back, and he has to track back. And there you go, one bullet comes flying across from P3, but he's got some support. I believe it's going to be Falcated, who does give him the support that's needed as he's getting shields back over here in Bubble Tom.
Yeah, meanwhile, Shooter's just been locking down the B side of the map and laying down some serious shots. Is he going to be able to get that kill into Shooter? He does. Spartan's coming in with the cleanup. Falcated working well across the map with these guys too. So all of the rifles in the control right now of Boo Boo Doo Boo and Falcated. You can see everyone else with their pistols and assault rifle. That should be a huge advantage here for the Splyce team. As the camouflage coming up, you can also see Shotzi picked up a battle rifle as well. If you're Allegiance, you have to get some rifles in your hands. You can't continue this uphill battle with just your default weapons over here. Should be camo in the next 10 seconds. Look at this, Falcated in perfect position just to lock down so many shots from the car side of the map. Let's see, with Suspector, he drops as well. So that's perfect position for Splyce. They are just running away with this game, Sims.
Quick question, Tom. Interestingly, no one's opted to go for the sword yet. Do you think there's a specific reason for that, or is it just control the rifles and sit back and slay?
Well, they don't have to go for the sword because of the fact that they're in perfect positions. Top center is a very vulnerable spot, and Shotzi now he's going to push top center because he has the camouflage. Well, he's going to try to push top center as soon as he hits his jump. There it is. Is he going to go for the sword? There you go, Sims. You ask and Shotzi delivers.
And there we go then. Back of the pocket, just waiting to find his target. Doesn't have to rush. That is a very disgusting lead. Things not looking great for Allegiance. Sword comes in, slices Suspector's face in half. 2 players trapped over at P. One's going to be running down the ramp as well. That's the last player alive. They're coming off the spawn over on the red side. Oh, now see Shotzi just track back over there. Get eyes on the prize. Grenade comes in. He's going to be no shield. A little bit overzealous there. We'll put down a grenade. That's a fantastic grenade. Good God. We'll take out Suspector. The way that man plays, it's just so... Everything's just so calculated. You just banked that off, jumped out, got some information, tracked back. Amazing plays. Amazing, amazing plays. 8:30 on the clock, Tom. 27-14 for Splyce. Really giving it hard to Team Allegiance here. Not looking good.
Is it thick too? Fast and thick? Is that how you like to, is that what you say?
Fast and thick? That's usually fast and thick. Grenades coming in fast and thick. At the moment, it's the kills coming in fast and thick. That isn't good.
Well, multiple kills now finally going on over to Allegiance. Are they going to be able to get control of Pink? Let's switch on over to Suspector because he is the man in that position. Yes, he had a rifle, and he does. Picks up that battle rifle. And now, oh, perfect grenade coming in from Shotzi. Picks up the double kill. Spartan dies to the melee, and that is going to be Pink control right back on over to Splyce.
It's actually thick and fast the other way around, but either way it kind of works, to be honest, because 33-19... No matter what way you spell it out, that is a heavy beating here. Allegiance, they're well and truly on the back foot. I'm still on board with Shotzi, just anchoring down over here. On the P side, that's going to be Commonly who comes in, all tanked up. Shots he's forced to rotate back, hits the wall. Clearly he's angered. The little man is angry, but he's going to get that camo. Does he stay alive? What? He's thankfully Suspect is there to clean house. He was on the opposing side. Otherwise, Shotzi's movement will literally have just saved his life. That was insane play. Does go down. That's going to get burned. But still, Allegiance, they are down by a lot of kills. There's 7 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time to at least try and bring this one back. But kill for kill, slowly but surely, should I say, they are moving forward to claiming victory in game number 5.
Yeah, not over quite yet. You do have Spartan and the rest of these guys in pretty good position if they could just get up on top of the map. But everyone's down below right now, and he doesn't even have any help from the pink side of the map, which is extremely concerning. And now they're just trading kills back and forth. They don't even get the trade. It's a 3 for 2 in favor of Splyce, and they could easily push into pink if they want it. Shotzi has a battle rifle shooter. He's got the carbine as well, and again, you can see not one player on the side of Allegiance has a rifle. For a majority of this game, it's been pistols and assault rifles the entire time, and that's one of the very, very underlooked or underrated things on this map. Everyone talks about the camouflage and the sword and positioning. It's really all about locking down those long-range weapons and watching each other's backs.
Grenades coming in thick and fast, as we mentioned earlier, Tom. There's another one as well. This time it's at least Allegiance who answer back. 30-43, 13 kill deficit, 6 minutes remaining on the clock. I'm on board with Spartan the dog. He's going to help out Trippy over in car bubble. Opts to rotate back. Looks straight down at P1. Nobody's there. 1, 2, 3 members of Splyce are all inside their base. Suspector going one-on-one with them. I'm going to hop on board with Suspector if he's not dead. Please don't be. No, he's not. Sees one person. That's going to be, unfortunately, Shooter. Calls him out. Shotzi answers. Falcated also takes out Trippy across the map while all this is going on. Shotzi's POV at the moment. A bullet from Boo Boo Doo Boo comes flying across in the form of a carbine over his shoulders. Eliminates one more. They're 2 more kills away from sealing the deal on game number 5 and putting them one more map closer to advancing forward to face off against Evil Geniuses. 5 minutes, 1 kill. GG no read. There it is, 50-34. Could this go all the way, Tom? Are we seeing game 7? Or do we think Splyce are just too damn hot?
I don't know. It's an objective game, so we'll see. I mean, that was the Shotzi show. What do you know? 17-7. Phenomenal game coming out from him. Meanwhile, Spartan with a game that he would definitely like back, 4-15. Taking a look at the damage, pretty even across the board, but the big thing there is that 12.3 KDA. Also Shooter with a very, very solid game as well. Just look at the assists. When you look at the assists there, Sims, that tells you the story that you need to know. Not very many assists coming out, not even many kills coming out from Allegiance.
All right then, guys. Game 6. It's going to be Strongholds on the rig. Allegiance staring down the barrel of being eliminated from the Halo World Championship qualifier. If they lose this next map, they are not going to Worlds, and the Splyce dream stays alive, and it will be put up against the giants that are Evil Geniuses. Oof. Will we see that matchup, or will we be seeing game number 7 next on screen? Tweet the stream. Use the hashtag HaloWC. Big game here going down right now, guys. It's going to be an awesome one.
Yeah, here it is. Looks like this is going to be Rig Strongholds getting this one underway. Let's switch on over to someone on the red side. Boo Boo Doo Boo going for the scatter shot to start this one. And it looks like he's contesting basement as well. So very aggressive play coming out from Boo Boo Doo Boo. Pretty much flying into all of the members from Allegiance, putting damage onto a couple of them. But let's see what's going on with the weapons, guys. It's going to be Shotzi here with the railgun. You also have Scattershot in the hands of Trippy. No one even realizing where he went. There it is. Finally, Trippy realizing that Shotzi had tried to escape down low. And is he going to find that railgun, or has that fallen off the map? Looks like he's not too concerned. He's going to try to get back over towards top center. Nice job using the auto stabilize and the clamor to try to get over towards the bat ledge. But instead of going towards the bat ledge, he elects to just lock down bottom nest, Sims. And this is something that we're seeing pretty common here. Most players now are electing to just crouch down bottom nest instead of just adding pressure on the map. And I'm not sure if that's the right play or not. I mean, yeah, you can rotate over towards BR base, but I feel like you know, you don't even necessarily need someone over there unless you just want to lock down the carbine, because it's so easily grenadable, that nest side is.
It is, but it also gives you, you know, essentially a nice quick route to 2 different places. It gives you eyes on basement if your teammates call in for help, and it also gives you just a direct straight beeline over to BR if you needed there. So, I mean, as you mentioned, it's probably all situational when you want to be holding and anchoring that side. I kind of think he did the right thing because he got the kill and he at least put a big stall on what was going down, but unfortunately, as you mentioned, it's now all turned face, and all of a sudden, it's points going back on the board for Splyce. Suspects a great job staying alive. Ground pounds in, then drops as well, but unfortunately it doesn't find its marker. You see Boo Boo Doo Boo just jumps on top of the box, avoids the blast radius. I moved across to shots here. He's just single-handedly locking down this basement for his team. In comes his teammate Shooter with the SMGG. No read. Takes out Spartan the dog. Railgun is up. Don't go for it just yet, young friend. Stay alive. But as I say that, Suspector punishes him for it, picks up the railgun and drills him with it. Down he goes. Trippy also rotating through white with the scatter shot, but we'll stick with the railgun, Tom. Let's stick with Suspector. Let's see what he can do with this. He needs to do some damage. They need to lock down another hill very, very soon, because the longer that they don't, the more points Splyce are getting on the board.
Yeah, while Suspector has the railgun, you also have Trippy with camo and scatter shot. So I'm looking at what's going on from his point of view, as you do have Shotzi over there in that nest area. Trippy gets the double kill, stays on the map as well. Now he's making his way in the rotation, comes in towards that nest side. Has to be aware of all the grenades flying in over there. Boo Boo Doo is going to start shooting him, and he's going to elect to chase this kill down. Smart play. That's a very important kill because of the positioning that Boo Boo Doo Boo was in. White corner, very popular area to hold, and that's going to be all 4 dead now. Splyce needs to try to capture basement. As you can see, they now spawn on that back rafters. That's a triple cap coming out for Allegiance. How long is this going to last, Sims?
Yeah, that's incredible for them. That's really going to start to rack up the points thick and fast. Suspector in a great place if someone shows the face, but unfortunately the grenades are at least going to stop him. We'll shoot the floor, so he'll tag up Shotzi. Shotzi does thrust out of the way, though. Killing spree for him in the bag. Goes around to help out his teammate. I believe scatter shot's on the floor. Yes, it is indeed. So you can get rid of that dead railgun. That's going to be coming up in the next 25 seconds. Looking over at BR base, there's one person down in Tower 2. Spartan the dog, his teammate will at least go and clean that one up so he gets the reset. Needs to be careful, though. Shooter's around the corner. He's no shields whatsoever. The grenades are coming in. He's all tanked up. Shooter will at least take away that weapon from them. Moving over to Trippy's POV. Also, it's going to be Trippy still with that scatter shot. Looking at Falcated. He's going to chase this kill. I think Falcated stayed on map. Yes, he did indeed. So, stays alive. Trippy picks up another one. And at the moment, it's a bit of back and forth. They still have the lead. However, Splyce, they have the 2 plots. More importantly, I believe they are controlling the nest, Tom.
Yeah, but Slays are not going in their favor right now. And Trippy's been alive for a very long time. So one of the things that I'm noticing that Splyce is doing a little bit better than Allegiance is rotating. As you saw, they rotated over towards that basement side immediately. So we'll find out if Allegiance is going to be able to bring this back. This is a game that they desperately need. As you can see, Splyce 3-2. If Allegiance is not able to win this one, they are staying pretty much home. They're not going home. They're staying home, but they have to wrap up their controllers. And they are going to be very, very sad with the way that things may have panned out. But Trippy trying to not make sure, or trying to make sure that does not happen. And he, again, has been alive for a very long time. Wouldn't doubt if he was probably about 2 away from a frenzy right now. Is he going to be able to continue to lay down the shots? He does. Shooter's going to drop. He's laying down some DMR fire on another player. That's going to be Boo Boo Doo Boo down over towards E1. How aggressive is he going to get over here? He wants to go for that triple cap, or does he want to just sit on the bat ledge? Looks like he's going to go over towards E side. There it is. The killing frenzy. He was only 2 away. Trippy, phenomenal play. Had the great game in CTF Fathom. Here again on Ranked Strongholds when they really need him. Trippy is delivering.
I mean, it's okay saying that, Tom. Fair enough. He's getting all these kills, but look at the points. They're still going in favor at this moment in time of Splyce. Will drop down. Gets the back whack, at least on Boo Boo Doo Boo. Does stay alive as he drops downstairs into the sewers. Ooh, Splinter Grenade comes down, so at least opts to avoid that one. Stays alive, still wandering around with this scatter shot. They need to kill him. He's a very dangerous man right now, this weapon. Thankfully, he's only got 1 bullet left. Doesn't make the final one count. Whips out his AR. It's going to be an easy kill for him, I believe, on Boo Boo Doo Boo as he finds the BR. Pops Boo Boo Doo Boo in the face. ends his life as the fresh railgun has just landed. It's also, oh, Shotzi though saves his teammate from an assassination. Great work from Shotzi. But that, once again, is extremely dangerous for Allegiance, Tom. That's another power weapon in another man's hands who can do dangerous work.
Yeah, he's got 3 people on his radar, too. Is he going to be able to get one? He does find the trade. And just as important it was to save his teammate there, it was equally as important to stop that amazing spree from Trippy. The guy was just going off. I think it was a 12 spree when it was all said and done. But here it is, Splyce putting points back on the board. Nest being captured from Allegiance, and Suspector with this railgun. A lot going to ride on what he's going to be able to do. As Falcade finds a double, is Falcade going to find the triple? He does, and it's on the railgun guy. Suspector with a huge misplay there.
Couldn't have come in clutch at a better time. Now it puts him in a position, I mean, good God. Talk about getting dropped quickly. We will see 2 more plots, though, go in the hands of Splyce. This is going to come all the way down to the wire now. 75, they do take the lead for the first time in this game. Trippy answers back, knocks one out of the spawn on the backside. It's gone to his POV, knocks out a second one also. 2 down here for Splyce. They're coming off the respawn. Falcated there will be on that back BR section. One player comes in, beats him down. Trippy making quick work of the no shields guy, but he is at least answered back by the player monitoring back rail. They are going to take out Nest. So they do put a halt on this. They keep the dream alive. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's see if they can keep a hold of these 2 plots, Tom. If they could push triple cap, it would really pull them back into this game. However, they're only 6 points behind.
Really smart play to rotate immediately back on over towards the BR base, and it looks like Splyce missed their opportunity to rotate on over towards the nest, but now is their opportunity, as there's going to be 3 dead. Everyone's spawning over towards the barrel side, and look at this shooter with the heads up play, hides in the back of the boxes so he can't get shot, but he cannot lay down shots and cover fire for the people over towards the basement. Does find a spawner who's sprinting in. No railgun kill coming in from Commonly either. Is Shooter going to elect to just stay here and hide in the back of the boxes? This could be a really, really smart play if he wants it.
Look at him. He's just hid. Commonly don't see him. Every time we look,
he's not even getting hit by grenades.
Another player's not seeing him. They've no idea where he is.
Oh, he doesn't even see his hair either.
Oh my God, he's
Shooter's
still
got
there.
really curly, tall hair. Oh my goodness, he takes him out with the assault rifle. What a play coming out from Shooter. Is he going to be able to get the kill with the BR? No, Suspector's going to drop him. All focus has to be over towards that nest area. Spartan's going to get the kill. Are they going to be able to capture Nest? They have a camo guy sitting around the corner. That should be it. I think it is. Allegiance going to be eliminated by Splyce.
The clutch master himself, Ryan Sondy, comes in at the end. Shooter, hiding away, keeps a hold of Nest. Team Allegiance, they are not going to the Halo World Championship. Splyce will advance forward to face off against Evil Geniuses. Oh my God. Severus Shooter doing some magic at the end, just hiding away. So many times, I've said this, so many times when it comes to clutching up, it's always Shooter who manages to pull through. 12 and 9, keeping the deaths low. Awesome, awesome job from him. Commiserations, Team Allegiance, though. They, unfortunately, will be dipping out of the competition as Splyce advance forward. But what a game. What a game.
What a game and what a series. Let's take a look at some of those highlights coming out from the winning team. That is going to be Splyce. Now, keep in mind, guys, Splyce, they are moving on to the losers bracket finals to face off against Evil Geniuses. The winner of that series goes to play Team Cryptic in the finals, and they have to beat Team Cryptic twice. And what a performance coming out from everybody on Splyce, especially Shotzi, who has to get the MVP of the series for his team.
Yeah, doing some incredible stuff, just putting up big numbers time and time again. I mean, that play at the end, though, from Shooter, it was unbelievable. He literally just hid there for God knows how long, whipped out with the SMG, took out Commonly, and stayed alive for so long that it just managed to secure them the win at the end. But it's a team game, as you mentioned, Tom, and Shotzi, he's been doing some serious work for his team. Definitely the MVP now. This next matchup, looking forward, going up against Evil Geniuses, this happened once again